Hello and welcome to Riverview. um, got these two to seed. They've already been done. I believe that was limed. Pretty sure that was limed and everything. It was extended as well. So yeah. Right. So bits to do. We are on day 2 of August. Turn up. Day 2 of August, which means that I can sleep. Oh, whoa, like an oven in here. It's a point I want to go. Like that. Do that. There we go. Right. Did I leave the equipment? I did. Yeah. After we got done, whenever it was, last Wednesday, I decided to do work, but yeah, obviously, that field's been done, hasn't it? Yeah, it's growing. So there has been some good news regarding Lancy Boy. He's putting his mod back on the hub, and he's going to release the console version of American Falls. But the sad part is that will be him done as far as Farm Sim is concerned. So sad in many regards, because you know we lose a key modder who's been as helpful as he possibly could in regards to sharing his knowledge with Blender and the editor, etc., with the up and coming modders of today. And it means for those guys, they lose out on learning from him, and means that they then have to either learn it themselves or look elsewhere for guidance. And as much as I think this community is good, it has its very dark side. And I'm sick of hearing, oh, you should have a thicker skin and all that. I stand by my comment of, what I said from some people. They're reluctant to admit that they was in the wrong. So they fully embrace and stand by what they said. Unfortunately, you can't change the way some people are. They only care for what they say. If that means that they get their 5 minutes of fame, then they get their 5 minutes of fame. I'm the kind of person who, if you don't like me, you don't like what I do, then I ain't gonna sit there and talk with you. I'm just going to say to the point of, well, if you don't like it, go elsewhere. I ain't gonna listen to what you gotta say. But it seems like for the way it's going, the targets seem to be on people who, they perceive to be weak-minded or something. I don't know how they're, if they're doing it that way. They just perceive that these particular modders are not capable of taking criticism and hate messages. So rather than just criticizing, they throw it in even deeper and start, with the hatred, just to dig that hole deeper and see who bites and who they can get to fire back or whatever. Like, it's sad, really, that it's come to this. And I've said it, I don't know how many times now, but it feels like a billion times. Without modders, this game, this franchise will die. You'll get bored of playing it, and that'll be it. Yeah, there'll always be a modding coming in, but if you get rid of all the good modders, you're left with crap modders, if you like. And it's not that they're crap, it's they've got to learn, and they haven't got the expertise to learn from. They haven't got the good models that they can use, so they've got to make all of their own models. And if they don't know how to use Blender, like myself, then they're in a deeper hole and they're limited on what they can do and use. And then you get those who claim that they're modders who have no clue how to do simple little things. But they're trying. And are they in the wrong for trying? Of course they're not. They're trying. That's how you learn. But until they get the level of expertise that they need, it's not guaranteed that what they put out will be the quality that you've got right now. And we're into a new year, or halfway through a new year, and this is the time when the bigger, better mods start to come out. Hey Davis, hope you're well. I'm just having a little rant. Don't mind me. So you have to protect the people who are trying to put the best interest within the game and the community. You have to. I'm not saying that you can't turn around and say, oh, I don't like your work. Of course you can. But you don't have to go about it in a terrible manner. Yeah, fine, thanks. Hello. Awesome. you know, constructive criticism goes a long way. I'm good, thank you. Um, from constructive criticism, a modder can go, well, yeah, I agree. Maybe that would look better if that was done in a different way. Or maybe I could improve the look of that particular area. Maybe I could add a bit more detail there, or take a bit of detail out, or maybe move some of them trees around so it makes it a little bit easier to maneuver in that field or go around that road, because the trees are too in your face because of low branches. Whatever the reason, you know, constructive criticism goes a long way, rather than, oh, this is crap, don't like it, pull it down, shouldn't be removed, shouldn't be here, learn how to mod, or how to make maps, you suck, whatever. That ain't going to get you anywhere. I've had people say that in comments on map reviews of my work. Another boring map from Cavalier Roy, who, you know, lack of detail, needs to, rushed map, needs to learn how to make a map. I'm just like, okay, your opinion, fine. If you can do any better, go ahead. Don't like it, that's on you. There's plenty of people out there who do like it. You're just one very few have said they don't like it. Obviously, I can't make a map that everybody's going to like. No map maker can. Any news on Glenleithan? It's currently testing complete. It's going to either be sent back when they finally get the backlog done, or it will go into console testing. And then I messaged Giants today to find out, and they said they're hoping to get the caught up by Friday. So we'll find out this week if Glenleithan needs any changes that Giants wish to have done, or if it goes into console testing, and from there it should theoretically pass console testing, because there hasn't been anything changed that would affect console. So if it passes PC, it should theoretically go straight through console testing easily. Because it's not like there's been additional shaders changes or anything like that made. It's repositioning of certain sheds, repainting of certain areas on the land, just to fix a few little bugs here and there. But it does require a new save game. That's the downside. There is no way around it. You do need a new save game. But on console, you need a new save game. PC, there is a workaround. Minute workaround. It doesn't fix the sheds that are out of position slightly, but it will fix everything else. So certain things would require a new save game on PC as well. Unless you've started on medium or hard difficulty, then you wouldn't need a new save game. You just need to make one little edit just to put all the hedges back. Unless, of course, you don't want the hedges, then you don't care. It doesn't matter. Doing this is the shortest way, aren't I? I should be doing it the other way. Oh well. Because I'm used to these two fields being two separate fields here. Giants are not patient with modders. No. No, they are not. I noticed the Matt and Silver Eagle's map was back in testing. Hopefully this time it goes through and Matt can relax and focus on his own projects going forward. Because I know the back and forth can get annoying in the end. Very repetitive and very annoying. Well, I haven't even increased the game speed to be on that. I was very late today. Never thought that you need a new room for streaming so people can't disturb you. But people still have a reason to disturb you or find a reason. Antiboy has put his mods back on the mod up. Yeah, I was just talking about that at the beginning. That it's good that Lancey Boy's done that, and he's going to put American Falls, the console version. He's going to send that into Giants, and but sadly, that's it as far as he's concerned. He's not doing anything else. He'll release any mods that he's got finished, but after everything's up, he's not going to be working on anything new. He's done, which is really, really sad. I was saying how that he's helped so many people out over the years with modding. That's one person that they've lost with the wealth of knowledge that they could have used to learn and better them themselves within the modding community. And I honestly believe Lancey Boy and Oxy David started together, and they've worked on maps and projects together. So to lose that wealth of knowledge is going to have a detrimental effects on the community going forward. How many people over the years have relied on Shy Wizard's tutorial videos they'd put out, and still he gets his videos get referred. I refer people to his videos, his tutorials, because for the most part his tutorials are still very much perfect to use today. A few little changes here and there, nothing drastic where the tutorials have got to be redone or need to be redone. Imagine if Shy Wizard suddenly pulled all his videos down. You haven't got that person to refer anybody to, and then you're looking for other people who've done tutorials and hoping that their explanation of what they're doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it is good enough for people to understand and learn from. Maybe something that Lancey Boy, if he, rather than releasing and doing projects, maybe that's something Lancey Boy could do. A YouTube channel with tutorials, and just turn comments off so people can watch them but they can't comment on his videos, and until all of this stupid hostility ends. and I've got to uninstall this and reinstall because I still can't get the goat and duck pens to work, and the logs log aren't telling me anything. Ooh, what map are you running? Because if the map has already got the animals scripts built into the map, it might be a confliction between the scripts and the mod. Because some people have started adding that script to their maps now. And that could be the issue. I haven't used the actual mod myself. Well, I have, but I haven't got it installed on here. Got just the base game animals. Action David has some of Lancy Boy's mods on Court Farms. Country Park, which means if Giants remove his mods again, Court Farms can't come to all platforms. No, I think that was maybe one of the reasons why Lancy Boy has gone, okay, I'll release my mod, or I will activate my mods on the mod hub again, because there's so many people who use his stuff, got it built into their maps, that he feels they shouldn't have to be forced to update because of stupid people within the community who can't have nothing better to do than open their mouths and try and ruin it for everybody else. So which is good news for those who was sitting there thinking, oh damn, I've got to update my map now, because nobody can play it. We've got one of Lancy Boy's shed packs on our server, and my uncle went to join and he couldn't. He was like, oh, I can't, it's not letting me download this one. And it was like, which one? And I completely forgot that I'd got one of his placeable shed packs on there, and it was like, oh damn, yeah, let me send you that shed so you can join. And I'll just have to remember to remove that off the server so that other people can join. But if with Lancy Boy resubmit or reactivating all his mods on the hub, it means that I won't have to remove that shed pack, which is awesome. Because I do like Lancy sheds. You know, clearly they're big in the community. A lot of people are using them in their own maps, be it in, you know, in single player or in actually building their own maps and then releasing them as public for the public to play on. And if the map can't find, the map mod can't find them mods, then it can't download them, therefore it breaks the map. And the only workaround for that is then to either change them sheds to other sheds, or to have the sheds be read from the actual map. But then you'd need Lancy Boy's approval to actually incorporate them within your map zip folder. And of course, sadly, Lancy Boy isn't on social media anymore, so you can't just send him a message and wait for a reply. And so those who are on playing Court Farms right now, they won't, or planning on playing Court Farms even, they won't have that long to wait before them sheds and everything are back and they can play Court Farms, and all the required sheds and that will download with the map. Or when you go to play the map. I really love them. I'm playing on Valley Spring, and they got great on. They look great on that map. They look really good on any map. They do really good. And you imagine imagine if you was going to make your own sheds, but you had an understanding, basic understanding of Blender, and but you wanted that level of detail that you just couldn't, mentally you couldn't process how to get that level of detail that you was looking for. You could picture it, but you just couldn't work out how to put it into the model. And then Lancy Boy turned around and went, "Oh, you just do this, and there you go, done." As I was saying earlier, you haven't got that now. You can't. So hence why I said it's going to be detrimental in other ways as to with Lancy Boy gone, because he's been a pillar of the community for such a long time, helping current and up and coming modders out. I don't know how he does it. They are epic. That's experience for you. That's time and patience, and a lot of work. Nothing in modding is easy and slow, easy and fast. Sorry. If you want something to look really good, then you've got it's time consuming. It's like decorating your own house. You can wing it and just get it painted, or you can or decorate it even, or you can take your time and make it look good. I have removed a mod out of the mods folder for this. I had the mod that allowed you to do crop rotation. You had to do crop rotation to get like a boost towards your crop. I removed it because I didn't like it. It was very limiting on what you could do. I liked the concept of it, but I didn't like the implementation of it. It felt very limited or limiting even. Got that field over there yet to do. Going to need more fertilizer and seeds before we move on to that field. Well, the seeds would probably be fine, but fertilizer wise we're definitely going to need more. And they will need rolling and weeding, which I'll weed them first and then roll them after, I think. And I will probably weed them the direction I'm going. So when I roll it, I can go the opposite direction. And if the texture's the same there as if it changes the texture to a dark dirt texture, then I'll read it the other direction. I'll do a headland first though, probably. No, I won't need to, actually. Hard to believe we're already in August. Not in game, I mean in real life. I know we're in August in the game, but in real life, it's crazy. This year is going so fast. Where am I going? I said I needed to go and refill this. It's up here. May as well open that now. Hopefully I've got enough fertilizer left in here. Awesome. If I'm correct, that's full of mineral feed, I believe. Hot seeds, which is annoying. Yeah. Okay, well, that'll be fine. Sort that out in a bit. Take that mineral feed and put it in the cow pasture. Oh, cow pasture. Mixing station, I know what I meant. And really got chest infections. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat a lot. Obviously smoking doesn't help, but it is where it is at the end of the day. I enjoy smoking too much. Helps relax. My computer's saying it's like 37 degrees in here. It's crazy. That's Celsius. So I have no idea what that would be in Fahrenheit. We've already done one game year, and in one game year, sold one of the yards, sold all the buildings that was on that yard at the start, so we could buy additional fields. And when you look what we've got, we haven't really got much for it. You know, it didn't really go very far. Agreement, lovely. Might take these trees out and put some greenhouses down here, actually. Maybe. Something to think about. Hey Brian. How are you, bud? Just trying to think where. If I had the money to buy another field, what field would I buy? And I'm a bit more. I'm thinking on the grass field would probably be more beneficial going forward. So probably field, is it 5 or 3? Let's have a look. 6, 5. Good, no thanks for asking. How are you? I'm good, thanks. And it's good to hear. Yeah, field 5 I think would be a good one. Definitely want to get the sheep going. Well, not the sheep going, but buy the sheep pasture and start working that grass field and getting its environmental score up, and then once the environmental scores are enough, throw sheep in there, or buy sheep and leave them to it. It's nice to be driving past and seeing animals in the pastures, though. Definitely a game changer. When you're a millionaire, awesome. When's that going to be? I keep saying I'm going to. I if I won the lottery, I'd do this and I'd do that, but I don't play the lottery, so I'm never going to win it. There again, I'd probably never win it if I did play it. I don't think I've ever played the lottery. I've done the scratch cards a few times, but yeah, the actual lottery, don't. I've been to the shop and got them for other people with their money, but I don't think I've ever bought a lottery ticket for myself. If I did, it was that long ago, I can't remember. So they get you, yeah, with the scratch cards. Yep. That's why there's a number on the back. Call this number if you've got an addiction, because they know for a fact that some people are going to get addicted to them. I'll go into the shop and somebody will walk in and they'll have a few cards that they've won on. They'll cash, instead of cashing them in, they'll just go, yeah, and then they'll start picking more cards and to the value of whatever they've won on, or even adding more money to it. It's like, you do know that if you bought a whole roll, the chances of winning back what you spent on that initial roll is like almost nil. You'll always spend more than you'll make to for the larger parts. Normally, it's the newer cards that have a few more winning cards within them, just to encourage people to go, oh, that's a good card, you should go for that one. And then after a few batches in, they start handing out to the normal, occasional winning cards on a £1 or £2, £5 here and there, and upwards and onwards. But yeah, our lottery ran scratch cards for 9 months without printing a winner. The guys forgot to program in a few of the winners. The kicker is there is an abundance of 14 people in her office to police it, and none of them copped it. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Thank you, Davis. And it's where I live. There you go. They paid £10,000 fine to charity and kept going. Wouldn't that be funny though if you did actually live where that map was actually based, and it was that detailed that you could actually pinpoint your house and go, well, that's my house right there. That'd be awesome and scary at the same time. Although I guess you could always roleplay then, going from your house to work on a morning. And call in for tea. Tea? Oh, coffee. But then if you call in for a drink, you know, Davis might go, well, I've got a job for you. Can you do some carting for me? I need to get this clam filled up. Yeah, no problem, Brian. You take as much time as you need. Good. The actually go up that one. Yeah. Since removing the relight mod, I think this map looks nicer now. And the relight mod was nice, but I don't think it affected this map so much. Maypole it did, Ebony Island it did. This map, because you can't really see outside of the map boundary that easily from here. Apart from there and over the back there. You know, the hills wouldn't get so bright in the morning, so I don't think it affected this map as much as it does on those two. And Ebony Island had it removed as well, but Maypole didn't. I hadn't got a I hadn't worked on my own lighting system at that point, so couldn't incorporate it in. Obviously, in my personal version of Ebony Island, I have took the relight mod out. I had so many people saying they didn't like it, especially people on 4K monitors on console. And unfortunately, it's the console players who can't play with the relight mod unless it's built into a map, and it just didn't work out for those many of those guys. It put them off from playing the map because of the relight mod, or the maps even. So that was the reason for taking it out. They wanted to play the maps, but not with the relight mod. I might play Belly Spring and have the stream open on the iPad. Yep, that's perfect, Davis. You do what you've got to do, what you want to do. I'm just slowly seeding away here. I often do that myself, though. I'll be watching somebody and then, you know, playing the game at the same time, or used to be working on a map whilst watching someone, but it's the lure of the game. It tries to pull you in. Right, that's all done. Let's get off the field and drive back to the shed over there and put Cedar away. And then we will grab the roller. Please hit that like. Oh. I need to read things before actually reading them out. Thank you, Davis. Much appreciated. Actually, no, it's not the roller, it's the cedar, the weeder even. I want. That was the back of the shed. Okay, so I'll use this tractor between it's the one that's down here. Okay. See how this goes. See if this changes the texture. If it doesn't, then I can go either direction. It doesn't bother me. So, weeds are growing, and then that should say no weeds are growing. Good. Okay. We'll just go straight on, I think, and then we'll go the longest route. Just get this side and to the right of me done. Then we'll go left to the right of our current position, or east to west. Need to do I can go from east to west right now. If I line it up properly, there it is. Must be a nightmare in real life trying to line the big equipment up. But that takes a lot of time, skill, and dedication. And if you're doing it manually, there is. This should remove all the weeds before they even get a chance to establish. And then we don't need to spread any herbicide at all then. I'm not bothered about overlapping too much. I will be bringing in some silage bales off the fields. Gotta love a good silage. I'm looking forward to Sunday when we're doing chaffing. That'll be fun. You shouldn't need more than 2 people carting, which means that 2 people can be carting while somebody else is harvesting, and we can get all our fields turned around. Maybe I should have got rid of them trees, huh? Was it last stream? I think I did my silage then. Which is why I need another grass field, because I want to be selling some silage and throwing most of it in the mixing station, but being able to sell some. Because on Valley Spring I can feed the cows silage. I don't get why Giants took that out. I mean, you used to feed hay in 19 and 17 to the cows, and it would be classed as silage, or you could give them direct silage. But Giants decided we'll just make it so you can give them hay, but you can't give them silage. But you know, in real life, you give cows silage or hay or both. You know, start off with your hay in the winter, and then when your hay is gone, you'll move on to silage. You'll open your bunker or split open bales and start giving your cows the silage. In the game, you can't do that. Base game, you can't do that. I don't get why. And then Giants decided we'll have it that the food that you can give to the animals will be in another XML file, so you can't edit that unless you well, I believe obviously the script's out there now, but you can't just go into an animal pen and go, right, you take silage like you could before. Should find out who made that script and message them and find out if I can use it. Because definitely Giant should never have removed that particular feature from the game. It's quite a bit of a overlap. Oh well. Is that an overlap? No, but it's nice to have the option now. Yeah. It is. Maybe joins in the next game, whatever game that will be, the FS25 or FS26. We'll see. Personally, I've got a feeling that they'll do another season's pass, and it'll be FS26 that they'll do another game. Personally, I'm leaning towards that, with agreeing with a lot of the community who are thinking that way. Because right now Giants have got what, six platforms they can release to. Xbox One and the old gen and new gen consoles. Then there's 4 console types, and then Mac and PC. If they build another game, they're limiting themselves to only new gen consoles, PC and Mac. It's easier just to feed them silage now. Yep. I used to do it in 17. Used to during the winter give the cows some silage just to top them off. Give them TMR, but I'd also give them silage to keep all of their bars full. You know what, I don't care if I kill the grass here. It'll grow back to grass. Might look ugly, but it'll be fine. There is a chance that maybe this map will go back to how the original farmyard looked. I might recreate it. We'll see. And I've got most of the sheds to be able to do it with, so I can, for the most part, I can get a good portion of the yard to look how it used to look. That'll come back up. Yeah, fun. Hey Diesel, how you, bud? It's been a while. This stream almost didn't happen, in fact. I completely forgot that it was Wednesday. And I I was initially doing 2 videos a week on here, and then with the odd live stream here and there, and then I was like, well, you know what, I haven't got the time now that the kids have got their summer term, so I was like, well, maybe I should just reschedule it so it's only done on a Wednesday and it's a live stream as opposed to a video. Sorry, I've not been around much. Work has been nuts. Don't worry, real life always comes first. I'll always say that. You don't need to apologize for real life. Exactly. Real life has to come first. Plenty of time for watching videos or gaming. And it's not like you can't watch the live stream back when you get more time. when quite a few people release content that I watch, I'll have a text document and I just keep all the links in there for the videos, and then I just delete the links as I've watched them. You make it look easy. What, weeding? Really easy. Oh well. Have to go over in that field a little. That back in there. I think my son's out in the garden playing. All I can hear is him say no, no, no. Exactly. Makes it a lot easier. I haven't weeded the other field. I put it away and I haven't weeded the other one, have I? Terrible. Cigarette and then we'll get rolling. I'm kind of going to have to put this fan on in here as well. But yeah, I think 3 videos came out in the last couple of days that I want to watch. I just haven't had the time to watch them. Part of it is because I've been playing the new F1 Manager game. That down and roll. Who was it? Briscoe. He's planning a few more maps for Farm Sim. Now that Saxthorpe is out, I believe he's working on another map already. It'll be interesting. See what else he can come out with. So far, 2 maps he's done and they've been really, really nice. Well put together and Oh yeah, forgot. These rollers take a little bit of time to completely come down. Fingers crossed Glenn Lethan will be out this week. Once that's out, I can relax. I haven't got to sit here and go, right, there's something else I've got to do, or and play the back and forth game with Giants. I completely messed that turn up. Don't mind overlap, as long as it's not too much. A little bit is always good. Follow that line straight ahead. Are you working on a new map? No, I'm not. I'm not making any more maps for Farm Sim 22. I'm porting a map over for a good friend, but it's for him only. It's his favourite map from Farm Sim 2015. So there's a lot of work to do to port it over, because it's such an old map. Yeah, Glen Lethan was always going to be my final 22 map. Although my partner thinks I should make another one. But I should do it as a tutorial. But after what happened with Lancey Boy, it kind of put me off the idea of not making another map but doing a tutorial. Plus, I'm not very good at tutorials. And the tutorial I put out there making your own blank map, I didn't explain how to, what all the buttons did, so I haven't got a video there that explains all of that. Break is over, I'll watch you up with sometime. Yep, no problem. Diesel, you enjoy what you've got to do, and speak to you again soon, bud. Take it easy. No working too hard. You don't need to be a hero. Yeah. This. Certainly not that far. We'll straighten out in a minute. Where it wants to be because of that dip in there further up. Still here. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. How many bales have you managed to get off your field or fields? think it was 70 something bales I got off my grass field last time. But they're only 150s, or are they 150s? Or maybe they're 125s actually, so I don't think my baler can do 150s. I have to check. Pretty sure my baler can't do 150s. Have in fact got anything on sale, even though I've got no money? No, he wouldn't really be much use in at the moment. Nope. And that's my old trailer, so no. I'm sure my baler can only do 125, so I can do 150s. No, that's horsepower. Never mind. Capacity size 150s. Yeah. Okay. I was wrong. I can do 150s. I'd need the Anderson wrapper if I wanted to do 180s. It'd be something to invest in to do it. Those trees are fun. Anybody think modders put the trees there purposely? Or makers even? But then the flip side of that is how often do you drive with your camera outside or your eyes outside of your vehicle? Looking down upon your vehicle as you're driving forward or backwards. Be a very intriguing skill to have. I would imagine that you get some interesting looks as well while doing so. This would be interesting driving up the hill. Mountain, even. High keeping cab. Yeah. That is a skill I don't have. I do. Thanks, Mr. Farquhar. Again. I do. No, I'm not going to say it again. Nearly said it again. I do drive in cab sometimes. But, yeah. Like when doing videos and streaming though, it's easier to be outside. I have to admit, I do like watching people working inside their cab as opposed to this kind of view. That's why I like watching Disturbed when he's doing bales and handling bales and that. I have contemplated on putting that mod on where it forces you to stay within cab view only. It's the only view you've got available to you. But not for this particular one, but for my off-cam one, which is on Ebony Island. Further back. So I'm actually going to get all of the field in that path, this pass. Or all of that part of the field even. Damn, have I already been going over an hour? Wow. And I haven't even got the other field all weeded and rolled yet. Time flies while having fun. Up the bank. Thank you. We should consider doing just one side here a bit. It looks terrible. Let's try that backing up again. Seven bales. What size are the bales? 7 bales thus far, or you only got 7 bales off that field? And I guess the next question, 3 questions in total, will be how big was the bales? Was it only 7 bales, and was it a contract? Meaning that you was able to keep 7 bales from the contract. Theoretically, the other field is just longer, not as wide, so 3 passes, I'd guess, with the roller, and that field would be done. You'll just I'll just have to do a east and west edges would have to be rolled north to south just to give a bit more turning space. It's now a contract. They are 7,500 litres for all. Wow. They're the big bales then, huh? You say they're silage, right? So they're the 180s. Because the 150s 5,500 litres. Yeah. In this episode, I was hoping to get this week all of these 2 fields all turned around, which is why I left these 2 fields for the stream, because I haven't been back on since I done all the other fields, and again selling some stuff, try and make some money. So I could get the look into buying the sheep pasture. Yes, we'll try and keep as much of this roller on the field. So we'll be compacting a bit more of what's already been rolled once before. It's extra rolled now. I have modified the mixing station that I own. In fact, I haven't been on the game to check. They actually shows what it's meant to show. From the mod hub, so I can't update it, but it's looking for you. Yeah. Because you meant to put grass in there. And I've never known a TMR mixer where you put silage, grass, mineral feed and straw. I've always seen it as hay. So I changed it to hay. Good job I kept my header. Because initially I'd planned on replacing that mixing station with a different mixing station. But I was like, you know what, forget it, I'll just modify the, just change it from grass to hay. Felt a little cheaty just dropping grass in there, not tedding it and raking it and then baling it. Or picking it up with a forage wagon. I think one more field, or want that field done. Let's go over here. Need this in a minute anyway, so we'll drop that there. Let's go and get the weeder. I think my son wants a cookie, but he's winding his mum and sister up at the moment. It'll only be the other end I'll need to do the up and down on, north to south on. This end should be perfectly fine. Because right now I'm aiming straight towards a tree. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? Those cows have no grass in their pasture. The roll is about this, so it'll be three and a bit passes then. Yep. Have to do a bit of a north to south, south to north, whatever you want to put it as. Only need the one pass, just so I've got that leeway to play with. Is that even changing the direction of all this? Not really. There's an int. Work our way back up the field. Oh, laser. Help if you spell his name correctly. Hope everyone is good. Force feedback. There we go, fixed. Laser's our very good friend who plays with us on a Friday in Wreckfest, and did a bit of golf with us last Sunday. Golf with friends even. But in Wreckfest is our... He lets us prize off or gives us a passenger ticket on his Laser Airways. A lot of fun. Landing isn't so nice, but the takeoff is really fun. Little bumpy on takeoff, not as bumpy as on landing. You can go over the takeoff. You just hope that when you do land, you land on your wheels. A landing that you can drive away from is always a good landing. Feels a bit wider than I thought. I don't know why I thought it was narrower than this. Point. I always get mixed up. Which is the one that's got the big Massey Ferguson? So it's Glenleithen, and that must have the big Massey Ferguson. Can be upgraded to 300 and something horsepower. Or maybe I haven't upgraded that tractor on here. I'll find out. I don't need the extra horses yet, but at some point I will need to. No, actually that would be perfect there. That's this field then weeded. Could always put a shed there, couldn't I? Keep the weeder and things like that in there. Maybe. No, actually. I'll think of something to put there at some point. But those trees could end up going. Same with these trees down this end of the field. Maybe. We'll see. Button. Got to put this back. Little branch there. I was thinking of replacing this shed for a smaller one, because we won't need it, but need the extra room down here, but we might, because we might end up keeping the combine down here. Just ploughing a field. Awesome. Now, are you using a traditional plough, or are you using a plough like a subsoiler kind of plough? The black sheep modding cheaty plough as it's being referred to these days. Just tired, must have slept wrong, stiff neck. Well, grease pack. Deep heat, something. May as well get this Today's not going to be. Hit that tree there. Oh well. Unfortunately, Laser can't hear me. He's so I have to put what I want to say to him in chat. I'm doing it with a cultivator. Ah. What's that? Is that the spaders that can do that? Sure, Farmer Dad was on about that the other day, that you can create fields with the spaders. I've never used one, so. Oh yeah. Thank you. Definitely got a chest infection. Disc version. That's oh yeah. I forgot to lift it up. I'm like, hang on. Why is that doing that behind me? Yeah. Oops. Massive overlap, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. I mean, theoretically, I could hire AI to do this, but I'm not going to. Go and do what I need to do, because I haven't got long before I've got to go. I've got like 20 minutes. I'm putting this fan on. I'm sweating here really bad. Plug. Gear. Fan on. Keep knocking my mouse while I'm trying to move the socket out of the way. Now, go forward a little bit more. Let's lift that up this time. Have a look at that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. I think the average Viking was using that one. I think. Could be wrong. Could have been a one that looked like that, but I'm sure he was using that one. What was the? Came in different sizes, didn't it? 104, 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter. What's the difference in them? 5.7 to 8 meter, 6 meter, 7.5 meter, 12.2 meter, 14.2, 5 meter, 15.7. And to repeat. The biggest one needs 450 horsepower. 500 horsepower even. Wow. I have my boss feedback. Thank you. G-Hub, Logitech, G-Hub. You might want to fix the centering spring on this for farm sim. Just saying. I should be able to tab out a game, and when I come back in, it should automatically recognise what game I'm playing and what my settings are and give me them settings. Very annoying when it loses its centering spring and it takes a few attempts to get the game or get the app to recognise that you're actually in the game and go, oh yeah, there you go, there's your settings back. Hey David. That's a bit too overlappy. It's a word, don't worry. Might be. It's a word now anyway, overlapping. It's got stones in it. Although they're small stones, so they're getting pushed back in. Because I've overlapped too much, it'll be a thin one last final pass after the next one. A very thin strip. It was using the Kuhn roller lander 7500 field creator, or I was using. It won't be a very thin strip, but it may as well have been a thin strip with an implement as wide as this. And just think, this isn't the big boy either. And again, I haven't got the horsepower for the big boy. I haven't got the money to buy the big one. But this roll is more than adequate for what I need it for. There, at least that on my monitor. That's better. And we'll roll this a bit more. So. I think it's today I can sell the eggs. I think. I've got 2 saves on F1 Manager 23. One of them is a mess around save, testing things out, and then the other one's my actual main save. I started off with Williams and on my main save. Really bad few races at the start, but managed to get some points. Sadly, George Russell had an accident. We was at Miami. George Russell, a couple of cars ahead, had an accident. Was he? No, he wasn't a couple of cars ahead. He was a couple of seconds ahead. Had an accident coming out of one of the corners, last corner, and smashed into the wall and was parked across the track. Albon comes racing around that corner and straight into the front wing of George Russell, taking him and George Russell out of the race, and a red flag. At that point, Albon was looking good for 7th in the race, and if he could catch and pass George Russell, he could have been 6th. Right, when can we sell these eggs? You, no, not you. What am I looking for? Cosplay. Yeah, that's the one. Eggs. 71. Oh, not worth selling yet. May as well keep them for a little bit longer. Don't sell. Could sell the milk, but keep that for a little bit longer. Wood chips aren't worth selling. Oh no, it was in the game. It wasn't in real life. I've got silage bales I could sell. How's the TMR mixer for silage? I could do that. I think I will do that. How many silage bales have I got to go? Yeah. Let's go and get my... yeah. But how strong the cars are in real life now. I know it can still happen, but they're so strong now. We saw that with a few drivers last year. They went straight on, hit the barrier, and just pulled out, drove off like nothing had happened. No damage to their car whatsoever. Back in before, that would have either been sufficient enough to take them out of the race, or had them have to pull in for a new front wing. That's going to be what it thinks is the square bale, I think, because it was stuck. over the back there, yeah. Put it in a weird position. Where is it? Oh. No, that ain't it. Where the hell did this... Interesting. Go and see. There we go. Oh. It managed to find it wherever it was invisible. We've got space for 2 left there, was it? Yeah, okay. I want 2. Will do. And where are we taking these silage bales? Yeah. We're going to the bakery. Definitely not the bakery. The biogas. Let's go. Need to make at least 70,000 so I can, or 75,000, something like that, so I can buy that sheep pasture. I've got 2,700 to put towards it. But we get to drive through the village. Should really put the beacons on. Mine owning this field over to our left. That has always been a good field. Yeah, our milk trailers there. We don't need fuel just yet. That's all good. Quite a long drive to the BGA because of the way that you have to go to get there. There's no quick route. Uh, 24,000 plus 2,566 for environmental score. with the environmental score bonus. Break there for AI. Interesting. Updating a field again. Wow, we've got a lot of fields to do. That's what we'd like to see or hear. Farmer's work is never done. Right. Take another load of bales. We had what, 83, 84. So yeah, I think I'll take another load. It's the same field again. My game, oh wow, the game crashed. That's never fun. Get ready to load up. Not enough space for all the objects. Well, no, we can get one another 4. Make that another 1. So there was 1 at the back. No, I couldn't see. Okay, fair enough. It's a bit close to that fertilizer tank. Definitely wouldn't want to be hitting that. Still going to the same location? We are. What ships can go to the bioheating plants? I was going to say. We are 24,000. What's our environmental score before we go? 85. These need to go up, because that would drastically take our environmental score up. This one should go up when the grass grows. These should as well, theoretically. And, yeah. Edge there. Hopefully this time when you've got your field all done, it doesn't crash. I would say make sure you've got all your mods are up to date. In case, because of since the hay and forage pack came out, the game had an update before the DLC dropped. That changed a few things. So make sure that any scripts that you're running are up to date. They're on the mod hub, and if they're not on the mod hub and from third-party sites, make sure you've got the latest versions in case they change something within that them scripts need. Car there. Ouch. Definitely a car there. That's why you slow down around that corner. Why are we going so slow? What's up? Are we stuck there? It's okay, it's fine. Power through it. It'll be fine. Good job the bales can't budge. It's definitely a little bit tighter than it looks. Although I might put pavements around in here and have people walking around in this village at some point. I did forget to save it. You're on PC, aren't you, Davis? Or are you on console, actually? Because if you're on PC, you can get the mod on Mod Hub that will enable autosave, so you don't have to. It won't automatically save when you go into a menu. It'll save it while you're doing like working on your field and things like that. It'll do it like it does on a server. PS4, you can't have it. You can't use it, sadly. Not until Microsoft and all them decide yet. We'll allow scripts, which that'll probably be never. It's Microsoft. And Sony. They don't like modders giving scripts out because, you know, what you can do with a script can be quite dangerous. Right, well, that is not enough money to buy the sheep pasture. But I do have autosave. Yeah, the game will autosave when you go to the menu. That's, you can have that on or off by default, but there's a script on PlayStation, PlayStation on PC even, that will have it so it will do what it does base game with autosaving when you're in a menu. But it'll take that function and have it so while you're driving along the road, it'll just autosave like it does on a dedicated server. But of course, you can get them lag spikes then when it does autosave. Little micro stutters. I wouldn't mind owning that grass field, actually. So many fields I want to buy. I just think it used to be tighter than this one point because I pushed the walls a bit further away from the roads. Well, harsh aggravation pack might be crashing my game. That was the latest DLC, not the Origin Harvest. What am I thinking? But yeah, it could have been. Could be. And you could disable it and then just say, if you're not using anything from it, disable it and then see if your game's stable. Since that DLC came out, I had to redo all my my dead zones from my wheel because it reset them. It was annoying. Right now, with it on, I'm not going to use it. Okay. We're not taking any more bales to sell. We're going to take out a loan. Because we have the, I know initially I said I'm not going to be able to take loans out, but the reason for that is because the way that the base game has it, you can take out a loan and you never have to pay it back. You're just paying interest on the loan. But I've got a mod that changes that, adds its own loan system in, where you pay so much back each month and it actually deducts that from what you owe on the loan, and you pay interest on top of said loan, in which is this one, the loan system mod. So take a loan. I can have up to 1.2 million. Yeah, I can have up to 1.2 million if I want. I don't need that much. I'm just going to take out 100,000. Over 3 years, I'll be paying 104,631 back. Monthly repayment will be automatically deducted, will be 2,946. So I'm going to take that. And now I'm going to go here. Hey Matt, how are you, bud? I'm going to buy this one, which was 84,500. So that's actually incorrect. But then I'm going to buy the soil info as well. So now I'll work that grass field until it's high environmental score, and then once it's there, I'll start. I'll buy sheeping, and which means that I definitely need to be buying this grass field at some point. I think grass over there, surely shouldn't be. Oh, wrong one. I'm looking at that going now, grass field. That thinking that, but no. Next nearest grass field is this one and these. And that one, I guess. Spread out a little. Doing well, just woke up a bit ago. Oh. So none of them are showing weeds growing in them. Bonus. And they was all mulch. So we're all good. I did turn that off. Unfortunately, Matt, you just caught us at the end. We're literally getting ready to go. Got 68,000 left. I've got a few things I need to do. I need to take the dog for a walk. Yeah, so this should grow. The growth stage in September, and the environmental score should go up as a result. And we've still got 28 bales sitting in there. They can go up for the TMR mixer. You shouldn't need any food in any of. I shouldn't need food in any of the cow pens. 249,000 TMR in that one, and 181,000 in that one. So we're good. Do need straw in them. But I'm not going to put straw in until winter. That will be when I will start adding straw, I think. During the summer I won't use straw. And well, that will be a good day when we can sell all of them. Which will be in November. 72,000. It'll be more than that by then because we'll have had more eggs being produced, but by November we're looking at 72,000 plus. And which is on at the bakery, so we don't need to worry about trying to go up a silly little hill that's covered in snow, as I try to do with the wood chips. Wood chips are January, and we can go 190,000 for them, which will be good because we need money. We need to start making some money so we can expand our farm a little bit more. But anyway, I will turn the game speed down, and I will thank you all for dropping in, and catch you all. What day is it? We'll catch you all on Friday for the monkey show, whatever game we're playing on Friday. Till then, take it easy. Those of you who don't care for what we do on a Friday, I'll be here again on Sunday on the community server, farming on Goldcrest. So yeah, take it easy. Thanks for dropping in, and catch you all later. See ya.